Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Are we all ready for a whole new year of project panning? I know I'm really excited to restart my project pan and really finish off some products this year. Even things I'm not planning on totally finishing. I'm planning on getting some really good progress on. Things like blushes, for instance. Spoiler alert, I have a lot of blushes. I don't enjoy panning blushes, but I do enjoy getting good usage on them. So I do like to put them in this type of project. Before I get going too much further into it, if you're brand new to my channel, hello, I'm so happy that you are here. If you're wondering what a project pan is, this is basically a project where you're trying to get through makeup, and sometimes we put in things like skincare, hair care, things like that. But for the most part, I do put in mostly makeup in these projects, and I keep track of how long it takes me to finish things off. A project like this, for one thing, is very satisfying to finish things off and to see pictures of things as they are slowly finished off. But also a project like this is an excellent way to remind ourselves of how long it takes to finish up makeup. It's always painful to have to throw something out because it gets old and bad before we have a chance to finish it. It's a waste of money and product, and this way it's nice, it helps keep myself in check, for instance, before I buy another gloss, because I know it takes me time to finish off a gloss. I always like to start off my video with the tea of the day. Today's tea is a oolong from Taiwan. This is a milk oolong. I don't usually like to drink teas that have added flavoring to it, but this particular milk oolong does have a little bit of milk flavoring added to it. It doesn't really make it taste like milk, it just makes it have a little bit more of a creamy taste. I have this exact tea linked down below. Oh my goodness, it is so good. So very creamy. All right, I have a lot of goals this year. Some of these are going to take some dedication to get through, but I really want to. So I have a combination of things that I was still working on at the end of last year and new things that I'm rolling in. So let's start off with beginning base products. I always like to put in a sunscreen. This is the one I was working on at the end of the year, and I'm almost done with it. So this is an airless pump. I'm already up to here, so that means there's only a little bit left in this. I'm hoping I can finish this off in January and roll a new one for the February update. Nice, easy product to start off with. I decided that at this time, I'm not going to roll in a primer. I only have a few of them. I tend to move through them very slowly, organically, so I don't really see a need to really project pan them at this time, at the moment anyway. So moving on into foundation, this is again, a product I was working on at the end of last year. This is my Tower 28 SunnyDays. I wear the shade number 10, Larchmont or Larchmont. It is the product that I'm wearing on my face today. I enjoy it, and I'm about down to here. I'm not sure how much longer it will take me to finish this up. I'm guessing probably a couple months. I enjoy working on this product, but I do have other foundations with high SPF, kind of like my Yensa foundation or the Misha BB cream, that I do like more than this one. So once this is out of my collection, I don't think I'm going to repurchase it, but I'm enjoying working on it while I have it. Another product that's a rollover from last year's project is my Kosas Revealer Concealer. I've been really enjoying working on it. It clings to the sides pretty bad, so it's really hard to tell exactly where I'm at, but I'm somewhere around here. And I'm not sure, how many months that will take me. I like this product enough that I will likely take the stopper out once I get down to the very bottom. And once you take the stopper out, there's always a lot more product left in there. So I'm guessing at least 3 months, but probably more, left on this concealer. Oh, let's do a setting spray. Setting sprays, for whatever reason, take me such a long time to finish, but I'm kind of hopeful this one won't take me as long. So this is from Ciate London. This is the Watermelon Burst setting spray. I'm starting with it almost completely full. I've only used it a few times, and that's how much progress I've made already, which is why I'm thinking maybe this won't take me as long to finish as other sprays have in the past. I really don't like the sprayer on this. I feel like it's pretty aggressive and makes my face really wet in like a concentrated spot, even when I try and hold it back pretty far. It's just got an aggressive sprayer on it. I don't like to hate pan, and I don't think I'm gonna be hate panning this. I'll just be happy to have this gone from my collection. I haven't been reaching for it organically at all, so I'll be happy to have this gone. Let's talk about bronzer. This little guy you guys saw me work on all last year, and I only have a little tiny bit left of it. I had to repress it. That is all that is left. Do you think I can finish this off in January? I hesitate to say so. I would love to finish this off in January and start to get to work on something else, but considering how this little thing has surprised me for as long as I've been working on it, it may take me into February, I don't know, to finish off this bronzer, but I'm feeling pretty positive that it won't take me too long. This is the Tarte Park Ave Princess, the glowy one. Of course, just a little sample, but it's taken me forever. Okay, let's talk about highlighter. When it comes to both highlighter and blush, I think I want to rotate things seasonally. I'm thinking I will have something in for about 3 months, and then once the season changes, switch in something else. For the winter months, I think I would like to work on my Phytosurgence Spectral Shine. I have the shade Fresh Fog, and it is the beautiful highlight that I'm wearing today. I find that this works best for me when I use my fingers. So this is what it's currently looking like. I definitely have some usage on there, but I'll be taking pictures and also weighing this to keep track of progress. This is a product that is just very different. It's a type it's like a hard cream. I've never had any other product like this, and the way you're supposed to use it is use a buffing brush, really load up the brush and kind of buff it onto your face for kind of like a shine-free highlight. It's actually really beautiful once you get it on your face. I, for some reason, cannot buff it onto my face. Like I buff and I just don't see it. But when I use my fingers, then I get a much better effect. But this is a perfect time of year to work on this very kind of pretty much white highlighter. There in my middle finger, you can kind of see. I'm very interested to see how much progress I can get on that in the next few months. Okay, let's talk about blush. I mentioned at the beginning, I don't like to pan blush. I have panned blush in the past. I have used up blush in the past, and it just makes me sad because I have a large blush collection. Usually in order to make that sort of progress on a blush, I really have to focus on it and not use my other blushes. But I like to shop my stash. I love to use my stash and rotate through everything. So what I've come up with is I'm going to be working on both a powder and a cream, and I will be switching them out seasonally. I'm giving myself a goal of 30 uses on them. Over the course of 3 months, that means 10 uses a month, which gives me ample opportunity to use other blushes. If I get more than 30, then that's just like bonus. So the first one I want to work on is this one from Essence. This is the blush in the shade Befitting. This is one of my oldest blushes, which is why I chose it, and I also really adore this shade. But look, I obviously have not used it enough, despite it being one of my oldest blushes, because the imprint is still there. The shade Befitting is super wearable, and I feel like it's a beautiful winter blush as well. Like, it's not too purpley, but it's definitely on the cooler side. And I actually have this very lightly tapped over the cream blush underneath that I'll be talking about in a second. I'm really hopeful that 30 uses will be enough to make a really good dent in that imprint. I would love to see that imprint gone. That would just make me so happy. But I've never worked on one of these Essence blushes before. This blush has, oh, it's on the front, 5 grams in it. So I will both take pictures of this and weigh it as the months go by. We'll see how much I can use up. Now for the cream blush that I want to use, this is from Ilia. This is the multi-stick in the shade At Last. This has become one of my favorite winter blushes. I'm smelling it just to make sure it's still okay. I worry about some of these brands that don't like to use preservatives because I feel like other stuff can go bad faster. That is what the shade looks like. Very pretty, and it's what I'm wearing underneath the powder blush. I'm looking very blushy today, but I like it. I love the blushed look. So this stick has 4.5 grams in it. When I roll it all the way up, it doesn't really look like that much product. That's how much is in the stick. I am gonna be marking it on a paper. I really don't know how much progress I'll be making from month to month in terms of marking it, but I will be keeping track of usage and also weight. Ooh, I forgot to mention, I am still working on my Glossier Boy Brow. I worked on this for quite a while last year. Oh, sorry here. This is almost gone. I still can't believe it's going still, but it is really starting to dry out. I am very hopeful that by the end of January, this eyebrow product will be gone. I use the shade Brown, and I've been working on it for months already. You know, I don't have very big or thick brows, so it does take me a really long time to go through a brow gel. I will update you next month. Hopefully it's empty by then. Okay, let's talk about lip products. I have a lot of lip products that I would like to work on at the same time this next year. So look, first of all, this tiny little lip liner. I worked on this for the entire year last year. It was pretty much not completely new, but still pretty much close to new when I rolled it in last year. And this is how much is left. Just an itty bitty little thing. I am so determined. I'm gonna finish this off this year, and I would like to be able to finish off another one as well this year. I'm hoping for 2 lip liners this year. And considering I couldn't even finish off one last year, 2 lip liners in a year would be an accomplishment for me. But I'm hoping after I finish this wooden pencil to roll in a different product that doesn't take as long to finish. But anyway, this lip liner is from Essence. I think this is from their line that's discontinued. And I have the shade Big Proposal. I am not sure. I'm guessing at least 2 to 3 months, considering how long it's been taking me to go through this one. I would like to use up 2 lipsticks this year. It might be a bit of a lofty goal to be able to use up 2 full-size lipsticks, but I am gonna get started and really try hard to do so. So the very first one I want to work on is from Wayne Goss. This is in the shade Lily. I chose it because it is one of the oldest lipsticks in my collection, and also it is a color that I feel I can wear every day. So that is how much lipstick I'm starting with here at the beginning of the year. Lily is a cream lipstick, which looks like that. It goes really well with the lip liner. Oh, I realized I forgot to swatch it. That's the lip liner next to it. So it goes really well with the lip liner, so those 2 products will work very well together. My goal for this is to finish it off within 6 months so that I will have time to finish off another lipstick this year. Again, I still think that's going to be lofty. I did work on this a little bit at the end of last year in my Partners in Cream project pan, and the going is slow on a lipstick, but that's why I really tried to choose a shade that I wouldn't mind wearing every single day. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be like reapplying it all day because I have other products that I would like to work on as well. I really feel like in order to make really good progress on a lipstick, you want to be reapplying it all day, and that won't be the case with this one, so we'll see. We'll see how far I can make it in a month. The lip gloss I would like to work on is this one from Seraphine Botanicals. This is the Berry and Juice Vegan Lip Gel, and this is in the shade Rose Currant. I have had this in my collection for way too long. This came in an Ipsy bag ages ago, and I've held on to it because it seems to still smell okay, perform well, and it's pretty. Kind of a shimmery lip gloss. I feel like this color will be nice for this time of year. But I was trying to figure out how much was left in this, and I think it's practically full, which is really embarrassing for how old this is. I think I got this in 2020. Please don't be grossed out. Anyway, this seems to be a very thin formula. I don't need to wear a lot of it to accomplish the look that I want, so I feel like this might be a product that will take me a while to finish. This has 6 mils in it, so that is a decent amount of gloss. I'm just really hoping that my estimate for this is not like this. I'm hoping that it's more down here and it's just really clinging to the sides and I can't see where it's at. Anyway, the goal, of course, is to finish this. The lip balm I'm rolling in is this one from Flower Beauty. This is the Petal Pout Lip Mask. I have the shade Sangria. I really enjoy this product. I was a little disappointed when I purchased it to see how little product there was. It's only 1.4 mils. It was kind of expensive for such a small product. But anyway, this is the product that you twist up from the bottom and the product comes out the top. Let's see if you can see this. See if you'll focus on it. See how it comes out? Like, it's kind of weird, isn't it? But the product itself is very nice and thick and hydrating. That's what the shade Sangria looks like. I probably won't be wearing this much during the day. I'll be focusing on my lipstick and gloss. But this is what I'll be putting on at the end of the night and every morning as my lip treatment. I'm not sure how long this will take me, but I can't imagine it will take too long. I do have 2 more lip products that I kind of want to low-key work on. I don't know if I'll be mentioning them in every single update, but I will have them out on my vanity pretty much all year long, or however long it takes me to finish them, because I want to finish these this year. First of all, I have this lip tonic from Kaleidos. I did work on this in a project last year. I got some really good progress on it. And because of the packaging, it's really difficult to tell, but I think I'm down to there. This is the shade Immersion. And this is what I'm wearing on my lips today. I adore this product. So I'm not using it up because I want it gone from my collection. I'm just using it up because it's getting pretty old in my collection and I don't want it to go to waste. It is such a great kind of like a lip stain product and I love this color. It's sadly discontinued. Ugh, but anyway, I'm gonna enjoy working on this year. And the other one is a gloss. So this is from Tower 28. Tower 28 has one of my favorite gloss formulas of all time, but I need to not buy any more of them until I finish off some of my other glosses. I get so paranoid of them going bad just because of them being a more clean beauty brand. This is the shade Cashew. I think the only reason I haven't gotten more use on this because I really like it is because this is the color I tend to buy in glosses. Oh, sorry about that. But this is the shade I buy in glosses so often. So I have many glosses to reach for that are basically that same shade. But I really want to work on this one kind of in the background this year, have it out all the time, and hopefully I can organically just use it up. But whenever I have progress to share on that one, I will share. Okay, let's talk about eye products. So I think I would like to try to finish off this small, mini, little Laura Mercier caviar stick. Sticks can take a long time to finish. I have finished off a full-size stick from Thrive Cosmetics before, but never one from Laura Mercier. This is a matte in the shade Au Naturel. I feel like I can wear this with most eye looks, either as the matte through my crease. Sorry, I didn't really mean to put so much. I got a big swatch there. Either as the matte through my crease or maybe even trying to wear it as a primer. I'm not sure. But in any case, it's very creamy. This is a color I can easily wear, and I'll show you how much is left. That much. So I do imagine it will take a little while to finish, but at the same time, I'm hoping it won't take too long, but I guess we'll see. Now, something else that I will likely not be giving you an update on every single month are some of these shadows that I have decided to pull out to work on for the year. So I'm not a pan that palette girl. I like to use different eyeshadows every single day, but I find that I often, whatever palette I have sitting on my vanity, I will reach for the mattes in that palette to go with whatever single shadows I'm pulling or cream shadows I'm pulling. And I have a lot of older mattes in my collection that I really enjoy, but I just haven't used that much. Some of these are formulas that will take a very long time to hit pan on. I have hit pan in Makeup Geek shadows before. It takes a really long time. I have worked on e.l.f. mattes before. This particular e.l.f. matte is from the new e.l.f. New Classics. I have 2 shadows from that palette here. This one's looking all sad because it got cracked when I depotted it, but those mattes are pretty hard pressed. They will take me a while. I feel like the only one that might be easier to pan is this shade down here. This is a depotted shade from an old Morphe palette. I think it was one of the Jaclyn Hill palettes. And this is my one non-matte in the palette. This is from NARS. This is the shade Ashes to Ashes. I have hit pan in this formula before, and it takes about 20 uses, but that's when using a brush. I imagine when I have it in this palette, I kind of put it out just for when I'm like really in a rush and I just want something to quick put my finger and put on my lid. That's what this type of shade is to me. Let me quick swatch everything out. But basically the whole purpose for me with this little palette is just to have something on my vanity for when I need something quickly, and I would really just like to get more use on these shades this year. Okay, so here are the swatches. These should all be shades that I can easily organically reach for, pairing with other shimmers that I might be working on. I have it all on a sticky note here on the back so that I can tally uses. I'm hoping to reach 30 uses on each one before I pull it out and replace it with another matte from my collection, or I might just leave things in until I hit pan, or I might just leave things in until I get tired of them. I'm just trying to get some good use on these, but I don't want to give myself too strict of rules. I find that when I do that, I kind of get burnout pretty quickly. But the shades are Makeup Geek So Pale, Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie, Makeup Geek, e.l.f. Truffle from the e.l.f. New Classics palette, Makeup Geek Beach Please, Makeup Geek Bedrock, Makeup Geek Creased, NARS, Ashes to Ashes, Morphe Hush Hush, and another shade from the e.l.f. New Classics palette. This is the shade Charmer. So again, I don't know how often I will update you. Whenever I have something to share, I will let you know. And then one non-makeup product. I do tend to buy a lot of hand lotion. So I do like to put hand lotion in my project pan to help me get through them, and I like to use up the oldest. This is, I think, my oldest. It's from Spongelle. This is the French Lavender Hand Cream. I really don't like this. I don't think it smells like lavender, and I don't really think it's a hydrating hand cream. I'm probably gonna have to use it in conjunction with other hand creams throughout this dry winter to actually hydrate my hands, but I just kind of want it out of my collection, and it's fairly full. It's about right there. This is also going to be a rolling style project pan. When I finish one thing, I will roll something into its place. Okay, that is everything that I'm going to be starting off this year in my project pan. I am very excited to get going on these things and get usage on them. Let me know down below, what are you working on this year? Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you again very soon. I wish you a happy year of project panning. We'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.